Thank you, Jay. Hello, everybody. Hello. My name is Leslie Gold. I'm originally from New Jersey. Yeah, you know. Yeah, our state motto is, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But I've been living in the UK for a really long time now. To put it in context, I've been here so long that when I moved here, YouTube did not exist. Jimmy Savile was still national treasure. And everybody thought that George W. Bush was going to be the dumbest American president of all time. People always ask me why I moved here in the first place. He seemed like a good idea at the time. And and when we inevitably divorced, I realized life doesn't always go to plan, but I'm actually really lucky. I'm really lucky because I get to live in a country I did not grow up in. So it's always interesting, right? I get to drink lots of British beer. Hooray! Yeah, I get to eat lots of British food, surprisingly also. Hooray! And in this entire country of 67 million people, I have one ex. Do you know what the odds are of me running into my ex? It's 1 in 67 million. It's really easy maths. Which is why it was such a surprise. It was a difficult situation. I wasn't expecting it, but I think I handled it well. Because what I did, I ran into my ex, and then I threw the car in reverse and ran into him again. Yes. Now, after my divorce, I dated for a little while, but then I met my partner, and things are going really well. Really well. But it's weird, because I don't miss dating, because dating is, a frothing heap of misery. We all know that. But I miss elements of dating. There's things about dating that are fun, but it's okay, because I get those elements from my job as a comedian. Yeah, I get to hang around in bars. Yeah, I get to go to exotic locations like Brighton. Yeah, and I get that feeling I've been missing of, but do they like me, do they? So thank you for that. I came to comedy later in life than most. It was a bit of a midlife crisis, I'll admit it. I saw the big 5-0 coming my way, and I was like, I'm not running another marathon. No way, ma'am. So stand up it is. Stand up and this haircut. That's my midlife crisis. And you can laugh all you want. There is a cost of living crisis on, and I have cut my shampoo budget in half. Ever since I started doing comedy, I've been quietly confident that before long, I am going to be the hottest comedian on the circuit. Thank you. Yeah, just as soon as the menopause kicks in. Oh, and a fun thing about being a comedian, people always ask me if Leslie Gold is my stage name. It's not. It's the name I was born with. I can see why somebody might think Gold is a stage name, but why would I pick Leslie? Anyway, I should probably go into some more relatable material now. So let's see. I have been thinking a lot lately about clothes. Do we all have clothes? Some of you aren't sure. That's okay. I found out that a friend of mine is only ever one load of laundry away from having a completely clean wardrobe full of ready-to-wear clothes. Anybody else think that's at least mildly psychotic? Right? I don't know if you guys are like me, but I have a never-ending laundry monster at home. Anybody else? Yeah, right? Like, I'm aware that my washing basket probably has a bottom. But only because the laws of physics tell me it must. I have never seen that, And my washing machine died, completely packed it in the other week, right before I was due to go on holiday, which is when I would normally do all the laundry. So I panicked, I Googled it, and I found a service near me that will come to your house, collect your clothes, wash them, fold them, hang them up, return them to you in 24 hours. And I thought, my God, that's posh. I'm having me some of that. So I booked it. They came, they got my clothes, they took them away, and while they were washing them, they emailed me an itemized bill, which I got to tell you, felt a little bit like a ransom note. And I'm looking through it, and I see that half of my shirts were charged at £2.50, and the other half at £4.50. I thought there must be something wrong here, there must be a mistake. So I ring them up, and the man on the phone says, "Oh, I think you'll find that some of your shirts are men's and some are ladies." I said, "I think you'll find they're all fucking mine." Which was a mistake, because it's the ladies' shirts that cost more to clean. Why? Literally the only difference between them is which side the buttons are on. So, unless their washing machines are left-handed, I don't get it. I buy a lot of men's shirts. This is a man's shirt. Do we like it? Yeah. Thank you. I do too. I buy a lot of men's shirts because they're simpler. They're more straightforward. I'm not suggesting men are. But women's clothes can be unnecessarily fussy for my liking. I might see a nice shirt, only to find it's got an extra bit of fabric around the collar that you meant to fashion into some kind of a dainty tie. You guys don't know me all that well, but I think you can tell already I'm not rocking the dainty tie vibes, am I? And I was talking to a friend of mine who makes clothes. She's a seamstress. I would call her a tailor because she makes clothes, but apparently because she hasn't got a penis, seamstress is the word that we're meant to use. I don't make the rules. Anyway, she says, "Oh, the dainty tie, do you mean the pussy bow?" Did you guys know that? I did not know that is called a pussy. How are we meant to be taken seriously going out in the world with a fucking pussy bow around our necks? Then she tells me all the other extraneous shit on women's clothes. The puffy sleeves, the bits of lace, the frilly things that serve no purpose. These collectively are called the flounce. The flounce. Like, it's hard enough being a woman in the world. We've got a lot to deal with. There's a gender pay gap. We all know about the gender pay gap? And the ladies certainly do. Gentlemen, there's a gender pay gap. Pay attention. There's a gender spend gap as well. Our clothes cost more to buy, and now I find out they cost more to clean? We're paying a flounce tax, my sisters. There's always been inequality in clothes. We know this because of the old trope about dresses and pockets, right? Yeah, right? Dresses often don't have pockets. When they do, and anyone mentions a dress for any reason, we all say the same thing, don't we? It's got pockets! We get so excited. And some of our male friends, they don't get it. They're like, what is the big deal? Well, I will tell you what the big deal is. This will come in handy, Freddie. You're going to want to know this. Pockets are where you put money, keys, important papers. All the things that give you power in the world go in pockets, and we don't get them. And it's easy for men to be blasé about it. You have pockets in all your clothes. My partner's bathing suit. His fucking bathing suit has pockets! Why? Alright, look, I can see some of you are not fully on board with this yet. So I'm going to ask you to join me in the little experiment. Will you do that for me? Yeah. Thank you. Next time you see a man standing in front of you wearing jeans, I want you to look in this general area for a little bulge. It's going to be halfway down his thigh, because a man's jeans pockets go down to his fucking knees. He's got room in there for a phone, a big fat wallet, probably a laptop, I don't know. My friends, this is a standard iPhone. Do we think it'll fit in my front pocket? No! Shall we see?
Yes.
Does it fit? Does it? Fuck! Ladies, if we want a decent sized pocket, we're gonna have to use the one we were born with. Yeah. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to carry my phone around in there. Maybe if it's on vibrate. Guys, I've been Leslie Go. Please give me a follow on Instagram at Leslie Go.